Hi there. Now, watching one of my favourite channels on YouTube, the Larry Graves ASMR channel, the topic of his video for that day was ranking the albums of Captain Beefheart. I realised I'd never listened to any of his stuff before, so after waiting for Larry's number one selection, I decided I would take a listen to that particular album and let you know what my thoughts are. I let Larry know what my plans were, and that is now what this video is all about, even though I'm normally looking at prog rock subject matter. It could yet be prog. I just really don't know at this point. So the album I'm looking at is called Shiny Beasts, and it was recorded in 1978. And it is with trepidation that I set about my task. Wish me luck. There are 12 tracks lasting 47 minutes, and it was released by Warner Brothers in the US and Virgin in the UK. It starts off with a track called The Floppy Boot Stomp, and I immediately think of the sensational Alex Harvey Band as the music begins. It really sounds a lot like them. Then the lyrics kick in and they've been spoken to begin with, and the music seems to have a life of all of its own. It's funky and twangy, and the vocals are really quite gravelly. It's not a bad start. Tropical Hot Dog Night has a carnival feel to it, with an amazing trombone playing throughout. Now, I'm beginning to think that the whole album may in fact indeed sound like this, and I wonder if he ever sings a song as I would expect. Now, I find out it's a guy called Bruce Fowler who's playing this trombone, but it's something that I'm remembering perhaps more than any of the words that have been spoken or sung. Ice Rose follows and is an instrumental that kind of follows in the format of the previous two tracks. It's jazz fusion track. It's quite catchy, to be fair. I quite like this one. Harry Irene is next, and it seems we have a song with some singing in at last. It's a nice ballad with a lovely accordion supporting the vocals, and it seems the captain is playing it straight. But he does add quite an irritating whistle lead, as well as some quite cheesy lyrics, but I found it instantly likeable. I get the feeling that this may be the odd one out due to its apparent normality. I may be wrong though. We will see. Now, looking at the next track, I'm half expecting Divine to be singing, but checking more closely, it's actually a track called You Know You're a Man. Now again, I actually quite like this one. It's got a crazy soundtrack, and the captain changes his style to growl sing, but it works and it's catchy. Not surprisingly, the lyrics are all about knowing you are a man. Who would have thought that, eh? Backchain Puller starts as a spoken piece, repeating the title before speaking of the backchain puller, but I'm actually sure it might mean something else. Let me know in the comments below what it's really about. It wasn't a favourite. The surreally titled When I See Mommy, I Feel Like a Mommy is next, and quite clearly, if that is possible, is of an Oedipus nature. Musically, again, it's like an Alex Harvey song. I like to think of it as a kind of comedy song, and that way it feels acceptable. Ode to Alex is a repetitive drum-laden piece that would not have been out of place in perhaps the punk era, as many of these songs would have. I have no idea on these lyrics at all. I do have more hope for Candle Mambo, as it's a cheerful title, and so it is, as it's a song really about a candle. And it's a good track. Maybe the best track so far. The band excel on this one. Love Lies is next, and it's a slow, bluesy number and is quite a legit sounding track. Suction Prince is an instrumental that is full of energy and a massive jazz fusion at its best, connected to this one straight away. And we finish on Apes More, I think that's how it's pronounced, and the eccentric nature of the album continues with a short spoken track written about aging through the eyes of a circus monkey. Now look, at first listen to Captain Beefheart, I have to say some things work and others don't. Overall, it's as individual an album as I have listened to in some time and will continue to listen to it to embrace more of the wonders that are clearly enclosed within. Leave your comments on the album below, and there's also a purchasing link down there to buy Shiny Beast. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And for exclusive content and reaction requests, have a look at my Patreon page. Thanks for watching,